Pole position though, Dion Gouda, the man who almost got pole position overall from time qualifying alongside the Swedish star Ludwig Fransson. Caleb Gafrara is third from Riccardo Iannello, and then it is Nando Weichselbaumer and Darius Babiawana. Mark Dubnitsky and Leo Robinson from Augustin Bernier and Matti Koenig. Noah Montero and Maxi Schleimer from Lucas Flusha and Federico Alrifai. Lenny Kiefer and Sal de Colombres. Daniel Mualem and Philip Garner, and then Stefano Cagnolo and Alberto Benitez. So the drivers getting themselves ready once again. They only get one lap to warm up the karts for the tyres and brakes to get up to temperature, and then it's a rolling start, which is obviously controlled by Dion Gouda from pole position. So once more, it'll be fascinating to see how the academy drivers get on, and if Dion Gouda can hold on from the likes of Gafrara, Iannello, Weichselbaumer and Babiawana, we're going to be pushing him through the course. And of course, let's see if Ludwig Fransson is going to be able to make a better impression than he did on the first start when he got onto the marbles at turn 1. It's so difficult to keep control of the kart when you go through there. This is going to be a late form-up of the grid. Pasquale Lupoli, the race director, is going to keep an eye and make sure that it's all above board, and it is indeed a second formation lap. Very easy to spot that from a way back, Kai.
Yeah, you could see that the drivers at the back of the grid, they weren't ready for the start of the race, just a little bit too far back, not even on the straight when we had already accelerating at the front of the grid from Dion Gouda. So Gouda just a little bit eager to get on the throttle, didn't back it up quite early enough and get the drivers into formation before he starts the race. But obviously he can't keep track of every driver around him. He doesn't know if some drivers are lacking behind a little bit and if they're in formation or not.
Yes, I suppose he doesn't, but at the same time, it's about when you slow up. You know,
Yeah.
how far into the lap do you slow the pace of the field down? And if you've gone too far into the field before forming it up, you're going to really struggle. And again, here he is. This is the 515 of Ludwig Fransson trying to get back alongside. It's only now, really, after the red line, that Dion Gouda starts to form the field up. And you would think, really, that you could be doing that a couple of corners earlier on. So now the field will compress, and they'll go into their two tram lines of formation. So they'll just about get away with that, no problem. But out of the final turn, and it's going to be Dion Gouda to the inside line, Fransson to the outside line, from Gafrara, Iannello, Weichselbaumer, Babiawana, Dubnitsky and Robinson. Are we going to go started racing this time? Yes, we are, and up to the first corner. This time it's a much better start from Fransson. He just slots into third place and holds his line on the inside of the corner. So he has lost the place, but he's gained a lot of momentum as Gafrara gets through in a second position. The young man from America already trying to take on Dion Gouda as the battle rages for fourth position. As they tuck their way through turn 4, it's already a great start from Gouda, Gafrara and Fransson. They have launched clear of the rest of the field, and it's going to be a very close opposition for those three drivers as they tuck in formation. But Ludwig Fransson, the man with the home advantage, now has a good chance. We've got two karts off in the background. That's not gone well at all. That's Lucas Flusha tangling with Federico Alrifai, so the Spaniard and the Emirati, and that is unfortunate for the two drivers there. Lucas Flusha going to restart. It's right the way down at the back of the field for Lucas Flusha. He's not going to restart by the look of it. It's unfortunate. And he's now going to have to just continue. It's been a very momentous week and a half for the Flusha family. Because, of course, young Luna took her first European title last week in a lower division of karting in the Miami category. Lenny Kiefer with investigation flag. And Lorenzo Senior and Junior are both racing in the 24 Hours in Barcelona this weekend. So a very momentous week and a half for the Flusha family. Investigation for Lenny Kiefer. Maybe he had a wheel or two out of the tram lines at the start. We're not entirely sure, but this is Iannello trying to shake off Darius Babiawana. So Babiawana, the Romanian, running in 5th position as he tries to make the move on the inside of the Italian. He's going to wait for his opportunity. No need to rush in. You need to make the overtaking move stick and make it well. This is such a transformation from Darius Babiawana. Absolutely magnificent stuff from him as he continues his challenge forward. Off the left-hander, down to the braking zone, and Riccardo Iannello just holding him at the inside line. They come off the turn, and we can see Gafrara and Fransson having a sensational battle for second place as well. So Iannello and Babiawana doing a good job in 4th and 5th position. Fransson having his first go at Caleb Gafrara. Can the American hold him off? The answer is no. Ludwig Fransson is there, but on the exit, Gafrara might be able to drop back alongside. Fransson chops across before they get to the curb, and that's going to be enough. Babiawana's going to get squeezed here by Iannello. He drops back off the tail of the Italian just by a little bit. And now it's going to be Gafrara trying to hang on from Iannello. But Babiawana's not far away either. The Romanian doing a very solid job of getting himself into a competitive position to try and slingshot on the inside of the two guys in front.
Yep, Grafrara just trying to hold on to the position at this point. These two drivers did look like they were working together to some extent, and clearly that wasn't the idea there for Ludwig Franzen as he gets himself in his second position, and that's a move there, and that is going to be Caleb Grafrara dropping down another 2 positions as Riccardo Iannello makes his way past, and so does Darius Babiona, so making their way past. Caleb Grafrara just dropping back through the field now. It was such a good start there from the young driver from North Carolina. Was in second position, and now he's made his way all the way down into 5th.
So easy to lose momentum off that final hairpin as well, but a really good attack from Iannello and from Darius Babiwana. Good optimism. And on the inside, that is, I believe, Noah Montero. It is indeed a good overtaking move there on the 541. Battling away, is that the 541? 547, I should say, sorry, of Leo Robinson. So Montero up into 7th place. Bernier has got past Leo Robinson now as well. So Mark Dubnitsky is the next man on Montero's shopping list to get through into 6th position. Some great races in this pack, and a lot of drivers getting a much better run of things this time out at Kristianstad than we have seen in the previous weekends at Wackersdorf and Algeria. But now it is going to be an interesting one for the 520. That's Noah Montero to try and close up on Mark Dubnitsky and also shake off Augustin Bernier. Bernier trying to have a look at the Portuguese driver. They raced fairly closely with each other in the previous heat as well, don't forget. So now they're going to try and go at it once more. Braking zone. Noah Montero is not going to be intimidated here by Augustin Bernier. Bernier is going to look for the inside line. Montero trying to squeeze him at the apex, but Bernier does get through. Montero now going to try and have another look at Bernier, but he's not going to be silly. He won't throw a stupid move up the inside line. He's just going to take his opportunity, breathe in, get focused back, and try and avenge the overtaking opportunity when he gets the chance to. Leo Robinson is the man behind him, but Montero focused clearly on Bernier in front. Has a quick check over the shoulder, knows that Robinson can't get the move on the inside of the hairpin, so now he can set back off in pursuit of Augustin Bernier. But out in front, Dion Gouda has pulled 1.2 seconds clear of Ludwig Franzen. Great work from the young man from Singapore.
Yeah, a brilliant job to pull away from Franzen right now. Dion Gouda, obviously, he started on pole position, and there we see Babiona sets the fastest lap. 54.465 is set by the 522. But Dion Gouda started on pole position. He kept himself in the lead of the race, kept in control of the pace of the drivers behind him, and has just managed to pull away from anyone close to him. 1.3 seconds is the gap he's managed to develop over Franzen behind him. So Gouda, it doesn't look like he's going to be under any pressure anytime soon.
So this is the battle of a second. Riccardo Iannello trying to get over on Ludwig Franzen, I should say. So Ludwig Franzen running a good race in second position at the moment, but he's got so much pressure from Iannello and Babiwana. Now Darius Babiwana just got a little bit of curb on the way through turn 2 here, but he can be quite smart and sensible here and essentially let Iannello and Franzen do all the hard work. As he gets close enough to them, he might just get an opportunity to move into the top 3, as Riccardo Iannello now gets the fastest lap of the race. Iannello gestures to Babiwana, don't race me, don't overtake me, we can both go and get the man in front, Ludwig Franzen. But he's going to go for it. Babiwana on the inside line. Perfect overtaking move. Gets the kart in the middle of the road to shut down an opposition move as well. Beautiful overtake from Babiwana. Now he's in 3rd position and he can go after Franzen himself.
Babiwana will be very happy with himself right now as a driver. As soon as you make a clean overtake to get yourself into a good position, you can just feel a little bit of self-pride, a little bit of success moving forwards. But also you need to keep your mind clear, put your head down and focus on the driver ahead of you. Unless you're in the lead of the race, you can't stop worrying about who's ahead of you. You can't make any mistakes. You just need to get successful lap times and push as hard as possible to try and catch on to the driver ahead of him, which in this case is going to be Franzen. Franzen's been in second position for quite a while now and won't be looking to give up this position very easily.
So Darius Babiwana looking for a move on Ludwig Franzen. Will he make the same move that he made on the previous lap? He's not quite close enough to make it happen, but he's still got Riccardo Iannello in tow, so he has to be quite careful where he plans to make the overtaking move. So Babiwana looking for his opportunity on Ludwig Franzen. Riccardo Iannello's not far away, Bit of a wider trajectory through the penultimate corner there for Babiwana, but now he's hoping to make a bit of a lunge on the exit of Ludwig Fransen. He'll have him in the tow here as we go into the last lap. Gauda's got the gap over Fransen and Babiwana that he needs to be comfortable in the lead of the race. He just needs to bring it home now, essentially. But Babiwana really feels like he's got the chance to get into second place past Fransen. He's not there yet, but he's right in behind him. He could make the overtaking move as they come up and over the crest. Will he make the lunge? Yes, he does. Babiwana gets through into second place. Talk about timing. The Romanian into second position. That was so beautifully judged by Darius Babiwana. And even on the exit, he's able to shut him down and tries to back him into Riccardo Iannello. This is such beautiful driving. Oh, and a big lunge there from Iannello, who just got a little bit too greedy on the inside of Fransen. Fransen's off the road. He manages to recover, but he's lost a lot of ground there. So that is unfortunate for Ludwig Fransen, but the victory is going to go the way of Dion Gauda in front of Darius Babiwana. Well done to Gauda. Great race from Babiwana. He's celebrating as if he's won the race, Darius Babiwana. That's what he means to him. That's the best he has ever performed in the Academy Trophy, and it was wonderful to watch him at work. He just took his time, did the maneuvers one by one, placed his car in the right positions. Gauda took the win. Babiwana took the headlines.
Babiwana clearly happy with the result. It's not very often that you see drivers celebrating in a heat, a qualifying heat, but Babiwana clearly feels like that's one of his best drives that he's ever driven to get himself into second position. But Dion Gauda, there is no faulting the Singapore driver as he's dominated from start to finish, just pulls away from the rest of the field, and nobody is able to get anywhere near to Dion Gauda.
Yeah, he did a beautiful job all throughout the race there. No conviction and no hesitation right from the start for Dion Gauda. He can be very happy with the way that race has gone. But Darius Babiwana flying the flag for Romania in the Academy Trophy, and I'm sure all the fans back home will be delighted with the way he has gone. Reflect Media saying, Darius Babiwana, #1 Romanian karting racer. I'm not sure the Cosma Christopher brothers would agree with that, but maybe they've got a great career coming themselves as well. Dion Gauda and Darius Babiwana from Riccardo Iannello and Augustin Bernier, Caleb Gafrara and Mark Dubnitsky from Ludwig Fransen, Noah Montero, Maxi Schleimer and Leo Robinson, then Matti Koenig and Stefano Cagnolo, Nando Weichselbaumer and Saul de Colombres, then Daniel Moalem and Alberto Benitez in front of Lenny Kiefer and Philip Ganna. Those were the finishers. The two retirements, of course, Lucas Flusha and Federico Al-Rifai, who had that coming together on the opening lap of the race. Very unfortunate to see those two retire after what has already been a very tricky season for them. Federico Al-Rifai, don't forget, was the pole position sitter at Adria a few weeks ago. Was not able to convert that into race victories throughout the course of the final. But it's definitely been a very exciting battle for Dion Gauda. He remains at the top, but Darius Babiwana fights through from 6th on the grid to come through to 2nd place. Definitely the best race he has had in the FIA Karting Academy Trophy, and a very deserving driver to get up to that far end of the field as well. So excellent performance.